Here we give this another go. Let's just have a look. Let's see if this is working. So I think I've established the issue is with the ping that I'm getting from the router. So I've just tried closing some stuff. It seems to be a bit better. My upload speed and my download speed here is fine. Like I'm not having any issues running anything. The processing on my computer, absolutely fine. I'm using like 0.1, 0.9% CPU. So I'm just gonna will monitor this for a while. It could have been the crazy effects that I was doing on the on with the camera that caused a bit of a delay. Um, we will, yeah, we'll see how it goes. Ah, I was like all happy. If there are issues, and if it does start going a bit laggy again, if people can just let me know, and we'll we'll go back to yeah, we'll go back to whatever. Um, Roynek is there's certainly not a RAM issue. I'm stacked. Like the laptop's way like super fine. It's the ping, and I think yeah, the ping on my router was like 126, um, where it should be below 30 or something. So yeah, uh, cool. Okay, so we're back. We're back online. We will see how this goes. What we'll do, we'll just go over a little bit of, again, we'll go through the price action and yeah, we'll take it from there. So, also after that, we're gonna do a little bit of we will do the spin the wheel with P and uh, Money Badger, I think, and anyone else who is going to be joining in. So I keep looking over here because I'm so paranoid now about this stream. I don't know whether I should. Uh, uh, I'm not. I'm like really. I'm paranoid about it now. I don't know if it's going to work. And it was fun, but I don't know. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, well. Should we just. Yeah. Okay. So I think we're all good. I keep looking over at things. Man, this is completely like thrown me off so much. But all right, let's get into some price action. Let's go along and start to talk about this. So last time we were here, all right, a couple of days ago, was when we were looking at this move up to hit our daily level at what we had up there was that 39,700 level. So we were looking at this as a very significant level of resistance. So price, and we also had this. I'm so not on form. This is so difficult now. Um, we had the descending wedge that came down. We came up and we hit into that daily level, so it was a really nice opportunity to take shorts. And then of course we've had that move down to this 35,600 region, which is our NPOC. That if you do go onto here, then we do have our NPOC around here at 35,600, which is what we hit last night and what we still seem to be just finding support at the moment. So for now, I mean, the market's obviously pretty bearish at the moment, and just sentiment is down, everything's down, stream is down, everything. So yeah, it's a bit of a difficult market, I know, for a lot of people to be trading, but actually the actual levels that we're hitting at the moment, and for an actual trading perspective, it's really quite nice. It's quite technical, but of course it's nicer, of course, for sentiment and everything, and it's more fun when price is going up. So we have come down into this 35 600. region, that is the MPOC. That's basically the last point of support until we have any change of market structure. Because you can see here, we've got this like low, high, higher low, higher high, and at the moment we're still making a higher low. But am I confident that this is gonna hold? I'm just not so sure at this stage. So we will. Yeah, for me, I think it's still looking as if we do have to be very mindful of the real possibility that this could go into some kind of much bigger move to the downside that takes us to much lower targets over the course of a few weeks, months, or whatever. But we are at support right now, so it is low risk for long positions, and that is something to be aware of. And this is another thing that we've been saying again with all of the altcoins. There's been so much talk on with the alts of, is now a good time to get into this alt? Is now a good time to get into this alt? And realistically, it's still that kind of situation where you just like look, it's just a downtrend. You're not seeing a change in this macro structure across anything at the moment. Everything is down, and even the stuff that has been showing strength, I'm still looking for more downside across a lot of the market. And realistically, we need Bitcoin to start going before the rest of the market is going to get going. So, and for Bitcoin to get going, we're going to need the stock market to get going. So that's something else that we need to be paying very close attention to. But as a trader, it means we can just focus on the assets that are technical at the moment, and Bitcoin is very, very technical. And yeah, the but yeah, this a lot of this is going to be to do with the SPX and legacy markets and everything as well. I am so, oh my god, I can't even think straight after the glitchiness. It makes it really really horrible. What we will do, it does seem like we're okay though, so we are good. Cool. Let me go through the chat. So I've got the chat on another screen now. I've taken some stuff off of here. So, oh, the other interesting thing that I do want to go over. We'll do a little bit more on the TA at the moment, but like Bitfinex is crazy right now, and what we've been seeing on Bitfinex is really really interesting. So of course they did get filled yesterday on that, like they have got filled into a big long position here, and once again they are starting to stack these buy walls just underneath price. So we have seen this increasing open interest around here. We've also seen just massively increased activity from them in general. If you're looking around at like how much is this just consistent open interest increase, they are becoming quite active. So that's quite interesting to look at the moment. And yeah, they do have these other buy walls below. So there is some interesting stuff that we do have on there. So at the moment, yeah, for myself, I'm in a long position. I'm still short, of course, from that 39,700, but this is a nice region in which to be taking long positions. It is an area of support, and it's something that, I mean, as long as you're hedged and you're aware that there is downside and you're not kind of exposing yourself to too much risk at this point, then it's a reasonable place to be looking for long positions. And it's the same again with the SPX and the S&P 500 and everything. It is at that support, but we are literally on the edge of a cliff here. And if things do start to fall, I think it could be very volatile. We are expecting, again, more increased volatility into the market after we did get, again, what were we looking at the other day when I last did the live stream, was that we were down at this like really kind of just no volatility in the market for basically the past few weeks, and now we've started to increase. So I am expecting volatility to continue a little bit over the next few days, but the direction of that is, a lot of that's going to depend on the global markets and what is going on there. And of course, we have to be aware of the DXY and everything as well. So, yeah. Cool. I think we'll get back to some technical stuff in a little bit. We can do some questions again once I'm once I'm back in the zone. That's thrown me, and we'll get P on. We'll play a couple of games. We'll do some fun stuff, and yeah, then we'll take it from there. Right. So yeah, let me see if this is going to work now. This is where everything's going to fail again because I had to close everything and now I've got to start opening things back up again. Uh, bear with me. If this causes lag. Is this gonna work? So we've got Randall and we've got P have joined. I think Money Badger might be joining us in a bit. I think Luxury might be joining us in a little bit as well. Let's see if they can get connected. And let's see if we can get some audio coming through. Cool. All right. I can, yeah, I think everyone can hear you guys the other end as well. it's, it's taking some getting used to this. You guys can
Okay,
hear me okay,
cool.
yeah?
Happy birthday first to you and to us, I guess.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, so
I feel
God,
like it's my birthday as well, you know.
well, it might be is
No, no, not yet, not yet.
not
But
yet. We don't
yeah,
have we don't have a third birthday to be celebrating just yet then, but that's not
might
far
be
off.
during the celebration, the weekend
Oh
celebrations.
my God. Yeah, we should probably I'm thinking for this stream, maybe what we should do, I don't know, we'll see how things go. We'll and also if chat, can you guys just let me know if there is any kind of delay or
I think
anything?
it's fine. I
I've
mean,
for yeah,
I
no,
don't know what you
for
did,
stream.
but when you restarted the stream was completely fine
Yeah.
since the beginning. So yeah,
I think I wrecked it with the camera effects, to be honest. I think it's my fault completely. but, but it's all good. So, all right, what we'll do, let's go straight into what should we do? We'll let the chat decide. Do we want to do what are the things that we've got? We've got the spin the wheel. P's going to do spin the wheel for the crew. We're going to give away 3 more 3-month Extra Charts memberships tonight. We've got a little quiz based off of basically Toros that we put together. So there's a little quiz and there are prizes with that. I can't even remember the prizes. I think we were going to give $200, I think it was, for the winner of that. And then we've got the 1 month crew trials as well um, for that. I do need to check. It is $200, wasn't it? I said. It
yeah,
was
and a month of
$200 USDT.
extra
So
charts.
yeah, we're gonna give away $200 of USDT just because to the community, giving that back to the community. So this isn't anything like we haven't asked for retweets and stuff. We're just gonna do a fun little quiz that people can take part in. I think it's only like 10 questions or something. 200 USDT for the winner. It'll be the people that basically know us the best. So this will be a good little test to see who knows us the best. And then we do have the lifetime crew membership auction, which is, and there's been a technical difficulty with this as well. I got this really cool little NFT thing and it wouldn't let me mint it. So I've minted this like less good one. Um, but we could do that today, or we could delay that until later on in the weekend, or maybe do an extra stream on Monday where we do more of an auction thing and we make a bit more of a big deal about that. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it
Hello.
goes. Hello.
Hello, everyone. How you lot doing?
Luxury has joined us as well.
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm here for a bit. How you lot doing?
Yeah, good.
1 year, right? I might sound a bit different. I've got my AirPods in.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
So,
it's happy birthday for you too, Luxury.
Well, everyone, right? Luke's
Yeah.
birthday as well, right? So happy birthday.
thank you. I'm here sat working on my birthday, which is very strange, like I was doing last year. And yeah, no beers tonight. I'm just on the water again, so being sensible. But it's all good. So, yeah, shall we? Runner's going to start the bid at $2. We'll see how it goes with that. We'll see. I think we probably lost like half the viewers from everything that happened earlier. So maybe we'll reattempt that another time. But do we want to start with we'll do the spin the wheel. We'll do the quiz, and then we'll just get to some general Q&A. The chat can decide what they want us to talk about, and then we'll wrap things up after a little bit of TA and stuff, because that's the stuff earlier has just thrown me so much, which is a shame. So P, do you have your screen share?
Yeah, I'm ready. So just give me the permission for sharing.
Yes. Okay. Tommy, you drank all the beers last night and ran out. I didn't actually know. The reason I'm so tired and so wrecked again today is because I had to stay up until 4:30 a.m. Because there's like a 3-hour time zone difference.
That's commitment, huh?
Yeah, between Dubai and the UK. So we obviously did our daily open trading room yesterday, which the daily open in Dubai is 4 a.m. So I was awake until 4. Well, I was awake until 5 a.m. later than that last night, which was ridiculous. So I don't know what I'm doing to myself. It's just, yeah. Anyway.
Sleep schedule gone.
Yeah, completely gone. But we're all right. We're battling through it just about. So let's P is there. Okay, I can see P.
So they
P
can see the
screen.
screen, yeah?
Yes, so we have to spin the wheel.
That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people, yeah. So this is what it's been like in a year. So exactly 1 year ago today, we started this wheel, and I think there were 10. So we've gone from 10 to however many.
Yeah, I don't remember how many crew members we had at the beginning. I think it was 20 or...
I think it was 10 when we started.
It started off with 10. Yeah, 10 was the first batch.
And then I think we opened up for a couple of weeks later. But yeah, I think it was 10. So, and also, yeah, Mr. Dub, I think I've been doing like YouTube stuff for a month or so beforehand. But yeah, this is 1 year exactly that we did start doing the crew and doing this as like something proper. So a little celebration for that, because to be honest, I had the Toros thing since like 2017, but it was never anything until a year ago. So yeah, who wants to do the first?
Actually, the crew is getting 1 year from now.
Mm-hmm. So who's going to do the first spin the wheel? And just again for the chat, this is
here, so he should.
Yeah, this is for crew only. So yeah. So in order to be on the wheel, you need to be in the crew, and if you are in the crew, then you'll be on the wheel.
Is he around?
Yo, I'm here.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. So you're going to count us down, Money Badger?
Really?
Go on.
What, for 3? We'll do a 3, 2, 1.
Just do a 3, 2, 1. Make it exciting.
You've asked the wrong person. Well then, P. 3, 2, 1. Spin that shit.
We'll probably get massive lag again now. Is it gonna be? It is. Oh, it's Braveheart. Congratulations, Braveheart. You are the first winner of 3 months of Exocharts membership.
Congratulations, yeah.
Yay.
Nice one.
All right. So that's one
Let's
out of the
go
way.
for the second one. Yeah.
Luxury, countdown.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Spin the wheel.
The names are so small. There's like a blank name in the middle that almost landed on.
Wow.
Oh, that looks like it's going to be First to Fire. It is. First to Fire is the next
Nice.
winner.
I don't know if you guys can hear the sound.
Can you hear
I
what
can't
sound?
hear the sound on the
No?
wheel, I'm guessing.
No, come on, P. Sort that out.
Oh, no.
What sound?
It's a funny one. Well,
It'll add to the drama. Come on.
Oh, is this the fireworks in the background?
kind of, yeah.
And they're supposed to make noise.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna
Definitely didn't
sort it
work.
out for the next one.
You just got to blast the speakers up as loud as they can go.
Yeah.
All right. And have we got Randall in here for the third count? Who else have we got in here? Yeah. Randall, you there?
Yeah, I can see Randall. Come and embarrass yourself, mate. He doesn't want to. He's muted.
Okay, I will. 3, 2, 1.
Spin.
Long name. Oh, it's moving away from it.
G-Rob. G-Rob is the third winner. Congratulations. G-Rob.
That's so close to Oculus as well.
I know.
Look, it's right in between, P. Zoom in.
Between. I thought, yeah. Right in the middle of them.
Come again, you know.
Cool. All right, that is that's the wheel.
Well, it's sorted,
Congratulations.
you know.
Congratulations for the 3 winners of the Spin the Wheel. So yeah, that wraps up game number 1.
Oh, God. I can't believe you guys cannot hear the sound, you know. That's
No, I can't hear
I've
anything.
been preparing that the whole afternoon. Fuck's sake.
The whole afternoon.
Okay.
I should have put
Okay.
some like cheering sound effects and stuff on. Let me see. What can I do? We can do a crowd cheer sound effects. Here we
Okay,
go,
so
Pete.
guys
I'm gonna...
who won, just DM me and we will sort it out.
We've got the sound effects in the background now.
No, I mean, look on the chat. They're saying, yeah, they hear it.
Oh, they do.
Yeah, okay. I think you don't.
I don't know.
But YouTube does.
Fair enough. Well, I just added some extra ones in the
Okay.
background for them all as anyway. It's like car crash TV live for everyone.
Cool.
Okay, so we do have next up should we do a quiz yet, or do we want to? Is there anything else that we want to be doing out in the chat? Oh, someone was asking a question yesterday, weren't they, about like how basically all of us have got to know each other and how the crew became into being a thing. I don't know. Is that something that people would find interesting? Should we go over that, or should we just get on with the with the quiz?
I'm not sure if we need to give all the details.
Yeah.
So we can talk about the official one, you know.
Yeah. Again, there's such a lag on the chat that I don't really know. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about anything, we can just start to see if there is anything on here. Again, we've kind of prepared a little quiz and the other stuff, but story time. So basically, I mean, this is a really short story, but yeah, so Toros Crypto has basically, for myself, I used to do this like back in 2017, really, when I first got into crypto. I had like the idea of, I wanted to do some YouTube videos, I wanted to do some educational content, I wanted to do some kind of educational content. I've said that twice. I'm so tired. Oh my god. And it took me a long time to really get enough to become a good enough trader in order to really start to do that myself, because initially, as I got into it, it was just someone that had got into crypto. I just wanted to give basic information about cryptocurrency and things, and then the more I got into trading, the more I started to go down that route, and eventually it got to the point where, okay, I just naturally sort of started going in and doing little live streams here and there with a few other people. So I was on just talking to other people that were online and things, and got into doing the live streaming thing that way. And then yeah, I'd been speaking to Luxury again through just, he was doing little bits of content and putting out posts and stuff here and there, and then we got talking, and found out from Luxury's perspective that for some like crazy reason, I had no idea where you were from or anything like that, but we started talking and realized that you live like literally like 5 minutes down the road from me, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, yeah, when we were having this conversation, it was like, so where are you from? Oh, from London. Oh, I'm from London too. Whereabouts in London? Oh, blah, blah, in London. And then, yeah, we realized that got down to basically, living in completely the same area. And then P just came along one day. I didn't even know P. I didn't even know P to begin with. And P was there when we set up the community. And he was just there all the time, just talking all the time, and was there like just keeping the conversations going anytime that I wasn't around or anything. P was there. P was like the person just holding everything together. So he became a little mod for the channel just because you were always there. Yeah. So you had to initially deal with like a bunch of like bot attacks and things like that, and you knew stuff about that kind of thing. So because you were there, you became the moderator, and then just got to know you that way. And yeah, now you basically run all the back end stuff, which is kind of crazy as well. French Bill again was through noticing, just basically amazing to be able to have an Elliott wave perspective within the community. So it's not something that myself or Luxury or anyone else in the group or the community really specialize in. So French Bull was someone that we had noticed was giving really, really good TA and giving out really good content. He'd done videos and things before as well. So asked French Bull if he'd be interested in getting on board, and he was. So that's French Bull. The same with just others that have become involved as well. Like we've had Randall, Money Badger, Senti, all kind of coming through just from generally being a part of the community and and just helping others within the community, and through giving like good content or being just really helpful towards the community, then yeah, they're now part of the team. So yeah, that's a little bit of a background. This would be, I don't know, that seems like, yeah, I guess that's it. That's the background.
Yeah, in a short, yeah, it is. It is. It was actually funny. I think I told the story to a few guys, but we were in some other group at that moment, and I think it was about Bybit having problems in UK. I think started with all the VPN and all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I think I mentioned like, yeah, Fimex is working quite okay and so on. And you actually asked me for a referral link, so it was so funny, you know. And then we started talking, and yeah, and then okay.
Oh my God, yes,
you
that is
remember
it.
now.
That is it. I do remember that now. I didn't remember the first interaction that we had, but you do. Wow.
It was like I don't want to give them money, so I rather give it to you.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, let's start with that.
Yeah.
And yeah, we start chatting like quite often, like daily or so. And yeah, because I was also watching your Zoom streams and so on. Yeah, it was kind of fun, you know.
Yeah, so that's wow, yeah, I forgot about that. So that was when Bybit was having all the issues. So I asked you about Femex and stuff, and you were using that, and you were like, oh yeah, you can, yeah, do that way. So
You asked for a referral link.
basically, God, such a long time ago. So yeah, there's a little backstory. And then I think everyone already knows like my trading backstory. I've gone over that enough times. I think, and that'd be interesting. That'd be interesting actually to hear from you guys as well, if any of you are willing to share. So I'll just open it up if anyone's willing to share a little bit about their trading journey and stuff. I know that P's not here as a coach, as a trading coach, but he's definitely a very, very good trader as well. So
I mean, for me it was I basically started in sixth form. So if anyone doesn't know what that is outside the UK, right? That's basically like college, isn't it? What is it, Luke, in the other places of the
like
world?
college, yeah.
It's like college, right? So I started in like my first year of college almost. Trading, found this course online, not the one you probably a lot of thinking of. I don't even mind saying it's like Axia Futures, probably that's very well known in that extent. Went through that, obviously, then studied that for a while, then went to another group, and then basically ended up here. And obviously, my story isn't that long, if I'm honest. It's more, there's only so much you can do from 3 years now. Basically, been 3 years of trading. You know, I don't have that. I don't have the multi experience, if I'm honest, that most people probably do have. But I don't always think that's necessary, especially if you put in that hard work, right? You know, got to try and make up for that.
Yeah, I think you're a really good example of just someone who's just put in like a lot of work very, very early on into learning like the right stuff, which is what a lot of people go through. Like for myself, there wasn't the education wasn't out there for like people like me when I started trading. There just weren't people trading in this way, and it was through basically like collective, just knowing other people in the space and starting to go into stock market theory and starting to go into forex theory, which is now getting more and more into crypto. Like myself and certain other people within other communities and stuff, we were basically teaching each other and kind of learning from each other as just like a little bit of a group within Toros when it was a closed community. and elsewhere of how to kind of bring those aspects of trading into crypto to become a more advanced way of trading, basically. So for me, that's basically, my story is very different, because we didn't have all of these tools available to us initially, and then these courses like Axia came out, and all of this other stuff that people new to trading now can go into, basically, which is really cool.
Yeah, very different story there. Very different.
Yeah. How about P?
Well, I was writing down in the chat. It's been a while. I say, like, I started like at 17 gambling. Probably I'm still doing a bit as well, you know. Yeah, it took me, I think, like at least 3 or 4 years to stop losing money, you know. Like, it was like at the beginning was quite hard, but obviously, because I'm not so young as you guys. I'm 38, so it was stocks and a small stock market. And yeah, after that, some stuff just started clicking, right? And I say, okay, I shouldn't take such a risk for this and that, and then yeah, start becoming like quite nice. But it was always as an investment, right? As a second stuff to do. I was always doing something else, like, or having a business, or working a 9 to 5 job, right?
Mm.
And yeah, in crypto, I'm quite, let's say, I'm quite new. I think it's been like from 2018. I think I started. I was always like, oh no, this Ponzi, this Ponzi, this Ponzi, and then I just, you know, jump into the crypto world, and yeah, here we are.
Nice. How about, I don't know if Randall's connected back up again now. Or
I am.
Don't be
ah,
shy.
you're there. Randall's
I am.
back.
I will not be shy.
You were shy for the countdown on the spin the wheel, but you're here now.
I
Now
was.
that we're asking
Dude,
your trading journey, so
Yeah, no, that's actually an interesting one, and I'm going to preface it with a story that wasn't even about me, and it was about my dad. And so I was in high school around the original .com boom and bust cycle. I had a father who was constantly watching CNBC, so I knew what was kind of going on and everything. And he was one of the individuals who, when that crash happened, he had a CFA who gave him advice, and his advice after that crash was, "We don't want to lose any more. Take it all out." And so he took, probably a well into the mid 6-figure account and turned it into something that wasn't 6 figures, and never put it back in to recoup all of those amazing gains that we see from things like Amazon and Dell and all the stuff that have probably 100x since then. And so at a very young age, I said, I'll be damned if, number one, I'm going to let that happen to myself, and number two, if I'm going to put somebody else in charge of my money. Because he just took somebody's advice, and that's why so many people in this space have to be this is not advice, because it can ruin people and it can get really bad. So about, I would say, maybe 10-15 years ago, I dabbled a little bit in options, got absolutely destroyed in a matter of days, and went, holy crap, this is potentially really bad. I mean, I would have had a pretty awesome post in Wall Street Bets if that was around back when I was messing with this. And then about 3 years ago, I would say maybe I should take that back. Maybe 4 years ago, I had done some very casual buying of Bitcoin from a service called, I think it was like I Pay You or something like that. It was back when you had to buy Amazon gift cards and send, like, super scammy by today's standards. But fully legit in terms of what happened. Bought a couple, I think it was probably around a couple $100 then, bought it,
I think I ended up selling it for like double what I had gotten, got into it and then forgot about it for a couple of years. And then about a couple months before COVID, I had decided to kind of get back into it a little bit, and it started to get kind of, on the forefront of everybody's mind. And so for the first, I would say 6-8 months of COVID, I took a bunch of money and joined a half a dozen different groups and kind of popped around a little bit. None of them super scammy. None of them like Carl or any of those guys. I tried to stay on the up and up with, groups like the Axia, looking at their stuff, block roots, people who had been in the traditional markets for a while, and try to learn from people who knew how markets moved and acted. Didn't spend nearly enough time on risk management, lost a bunch of money. And then about a year and a half ago, kind of reset myself. And then, I guess, I don't know, at this point, probably 6-8 months joining here and really trying to start to listen here and slow down. And just, as I went farther in my trading journey, I decided to trade less, listen more, take some of that advice that everybody's been saying, in hopes that maybe if I just listen to, do something different, that I'll get a different result. And, so far I would like to say I'm a little above scratch. I still have some bad moves from time to time, but I've stopped wrecking myself. And, days like yesterday, just stayed on the right side of the market and had some good results. And, just kind of try to remember that next time days like that happen. So there you go.
Yeah. Wow. That's yeah, thanks for sharing that. I think it's really cool to see where everyone the different kind of stages of like becoming a trader that everyone's gone through. And from like luxury, who's just had that like completely fast track, and I guess a lot of it to do with the resources that are available at the time that we get into it as well. But
Yeah,
it's great to
definitely.
see.
I mean, when I started, I was calling the bank, for buying and selling. It was like,
I can't imagine doing that now.
I'm such a grandpa, right? But yeah, I was like, okay, you just have to call them, and then imagine the spread and all that was crazy. But yeah, it was without leverage, of course. It was just buying and selling stocks, sometimes options, but yeah, it was crazy back then. And now having, Discord, websites, YouTube, it's amazing the amount of content you have access and to learn about it.
Yeah, I think that's it. And even for like people like ourselves as well, like we're kind of sat here as people that have gone through the struggles of trading and come out the other side of it and become profitable.
100%.
It's like we're maybe within here, it's like we're at different stages of that journey as well. But it's a constant, you're constantly learning. And that's the great thing about crypto is that, and the great thing about trading in general, not just crypto, because it's just trading, right? It doesn't matter if we're trading crypto or stocks or anything. It's that constantly learning and evolving what you're doing in order to get better, in order to, like Randall just said, it's days like we had yesterday. And I think days like we had yesterday are the days that people get wiped out. So how many of those kind of days can you survive as a trader? And the first step of really becoming a profitable trader is surviving these days. And we're going to have many more of them in the future. There's going to be a lot more days like yesterday that happen. We might be set for a few more of them quite soon. But it's being aware that, like, the first step within trading is survival, and having discipline and having patience is a massive part of it, because you can learn technical analysis and you can learn all the tools and the tricks of the trade and everything, but it's like you're battling against yourself all the time. And once you've got that and you've learned how to survive in the market, then you can start to profit from the market, because then you can start to like exploit these moves as well. And if you realize that you can actually be on the other side of things, like whereas initially you would have been wanting to get in overexposed at kind of up at the highs, and then price comes down and you're completely wiped out. Now you can basically take the other side and you can make money from it as well, which is quite an amazing thing. And it's just adapting and learning that, so that every time you have days like this, you're performing better with them. And then when the nice easy market conditions come, you're just laughing. It's just like, yeah, this is a breeze, which is almost like,
it's like yesterday could be like a really good day or a nightmare.
And it was a really weird for myself as well. Like, I still feel it's kind of strange because I trade with, like, basically my emotions with trading have been like, I'm so much disconnected. Like, my own emotion with trading is so disconnected now. I don't care about my own P&L, because I know that I'm kind of happy with that, and I'm always wanting to improve it, but I'm kind of happy with that. But I still feel like pain on the down days, which is really weird, because I know there's a whole community that might be feeling that. So for me, like yesterday, I was like, it was a breeze to trade. It was just, okay, we'd been speaking about this all week. We'd identified 39,700 resistance, short position. We were looking at
the setup
the
was
fake
there.
out of the wedge. And I know Callis, this is something that he had mentioned within one of the trading rooms, and we were just looking at that idea, and it was like, actually this looks really like really high probability, because you've got a big point of control there, you've got a lot of other confluence there as well, that's just a no-brainer. You just take a short position as price comes into that region, and then you have a move down that hits into this MPOC, and it's just like, well, of course it did. Like, it's so straightforward. But on the flip side of that, there's so many, because to actually take those trades is quite difficult, because you have like so much emotion. And I was having quite a good time when things were pumping, and I was having a bit of fun with it, even though I was in a short position and wanted to fade it. But there's so much, like, everyone's so euphoric when price goes up, and then when price goes down, it's just like, oh, everyone feels down, and it's almost like feels harder even when it's not. But yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this like thousands of times, but when the price is going up, it's basically advertising. It's hard also, even if you have experience, you feel that like, oh, I'm missing out, and I want to champagne and so on, because this is like, oh, I could make such a amount of money, in that move up and whatever. But then happened like what happened yesterday. I mean, you could have been down after 30, 40 minutes, like 8-10% down on your position, which is crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Just see what else is in the
Wait.
chat.
Money Basher didn't say anything about
Oh
his...
yeah, Money Badger, do you want to share? And then we'll do the quiz.
Not really. Well, I'm older than P for a start, so I'll show my age. I don't feel like I'm old though. That's weird.
You are the oldest, I guess.
I know.
Or, aren't you?
I'm a right miserable old git now. It's terrible.
Oh, grandpas. Fuck's sake.
No, I'm not as miserable as you. Don't worry, P. No, I started in... I'll do it quick, but yeah, I started in stocks many, many, many years ago. Like, even we're at high school, actually, and this will show my age. We did something called Young Enterprise, and it was like because we were doing business studies or whatever in sixth form, like Luxury was talking about earlier. And we made these CD clocks, and you'd sell them, and you'd try to make some money or whatever, and it was basically running a business. And me and a friend, I think we made about £150, and we thought we were really smart, and we opened a Charles Schwab trading account and bought, I forget the name of the company now. But yeah, we lost all the money. Well, we lost half of it, and then I think we spent the rest on 2 jugs of beer or something. So that was like my very first venture into stocks. But then, yeah, after that, I dabbled in stocks for years, but never successfully. And it was never like getting wrecked. It was always, you'd lose 20% and then lose faith and just think, I'll cut my losses. And the last time I did it, I think it was my next door neighbor shilled me. Anyone heard of Sirius Minerals? I didn't get wrecked on it, but I lost money on that as well. It was some kind of mining company that ended up being bought out. It was just a mess. But so yeah, I always looked at stocks and stuff, but was always, that's why I first like got engaged, I think, really with Toros. I was listening to JJ's, one of JJ's stories. Remember when you had him on stream?
Yeah.
And he was talking about charts and advertising to buyers, and it was what you were saying earlier as well, P. And I just related to that so much, because trading stocks in the past, it was always like you felt one step behind, looking at news and fun, which is why I hate news nowadays. I know people can use it, but personally, it's like you start listening and working for big corporates, like I've done in the past as well. Absolutely guarantee these people already know what's going to come out I know they get in blackout periods and these kind of things, but their wives, brothers, aunties, uncles, aunts are all selling their shares before the results come out. I don't care what people say about the SEC rules and all that sort of stuff. They're there to make money at the end of the day, so you're always one step behind.
This is why I always say technical analysis is where you have to be majority of the time, because of number one, that, and because of number two, it doesn't matter what the news is. If the market says something is bearish, but it's been priced in, so price goes down. Well, like, you can't predict that, like, by the news. So, like, turn the news off and just focus on the price and the volume.
And that's why I love the TA stuff. So we're figuring it out. And I think someone said before, like, you can't hide what's in the charts and the volume and the footprint that they leave behind and everything, which I found amazing. I was like, oh, this is what I wanted to learn, because like on Wall Street and everything, you can get, and I get all that world. You become part of the in crowd, you learn the stories. You watch the films on it, right? And some of it's truth, right? I watched Road Trader back in the day. Used to love all that stuff, but I was like, well, I'm not on Wall Street. I'm not in Canary Wharf or whatever. I don't know what's going on the inside, so I'm always going to be behind. So it's kind of, you just invest and hold and hope, really, for the long term sort of thing, and look at fundamentals. But I just didn't enjoy it. And I found crypto, actually, and I still listen to it. I was listening to Andreas Antonopoulos on a Joe Rogan podcast.
Yeah.
So that's how I found Bitcoin. I just found that fascinating, because before that, being a pessimist on a lot of things, I was like, the Bitcoin crap, and I just dismissed it. I thought it's some woke Californian thing. These idiots have just created some magic internet money and just dismissed it. But then I actually took the time to learn about it, and it's similar for me. The same story with NFTs and things like that. Actually, when people say do your own research, you hear all these terms and phrases, but actually, if you do your own research and understand it for yourself, and don't just listen to what other people say, you can make your own mind up in your own judgment. And I listened to the whole decentralization and distributed network stuff on Bitcoin. I thought, wow, that actually makes a lot of sense outside of just a currency or whatever, and just became interested by it.
Yeah.
And then, started the trading journey, like Peter was saying, on YouTube, and been in loads of Discords and things like that. And just, really got fascinated by the order flow and the TPO stuff, just because, like you say, it's leaving a footprint behind, isn't it? And the guys can't argue, or they can't hide where people are positioning themselves. And you can see, you don't have to hit the tops and the bottoms. You can sort of follow the money, follow the flow, and actually see what people are up to and catch the moves in the right direction rather than just guesswork.
Yeah.
So I started properly trading a couple of years ago now, and just trying to be humble and just keep learning all the time as well. And cut out the noise, right? There's so much stuff out there, and you see in crypto, I joke with you guys, but analogies and acronyms and indicators and things. There's so much stuff to catch people's attention, and this is the next best thing, and grab people's money. But just have a critical eye with things. Don't dismiss them, but actually take it, look at it, study it yourself. Think, actually, could I use this? And you don't have to lose money or use money to figure those things out.
Yeah.
So I just did that through my journey. Looked at different indicators and things, and thought, could I use that? And yes, no, but I really like using the ExoChart stuff now. I think it's great.
Yeah, I think that's it, because the chart tells you all the information that you need to know, and then the only battle then is just basically you figuring out what that means and how to execute based off of that information. But it's all there. I mean, if price moves and pivots in one direction, I mean, the chart's going to tell you why it did that, exactly why it did that. And when you can start to put together that information, then it's when you can start to learn to act on that information. That's when it starts to become a lot easier to take trades. And again, that's why we keep saying, like, there's ways that you can can trade based off of like the moving averages and oscillators and things like that, and based off of the news. But the thing is, they're always going to be a bit of a step behind what's going on, because they'll move because of what the price has done. And yeah, it's just that's the great thing about order flow, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
just, it's not hiding anything. So.
And there will be news events where people say, oh, well, this came out and it went up and that's why. Well, of course there will, but at the end of the day, it's a coin flip, isn't it? The thing can go up or down. So half the time people are going to be right if they just guess the same direction, sort of thing. So yeah, there's always going to be stories like that. But long term, can you use and implement those things as your own strategy? That's a totally different question. And can you make money out of it? It's all right saying I was right this one time, but that's why journaling, keeping your stats is good as well, isn't it? Because it actually shows the real results over time.
Yeah. Also, there's always something going on somewhere. Actually, it's like, so you can say, okay, it's because this or that or whatever. That's why, I mean, it's so unreliable to trying to trade all that, because could be because of war, could be because this country is doing this or doing that. I mean, it's so random,
It's hard.
I think a lot of people come into this, and I know I did, thinking that there's some kind of like combination of like formula where it's like, oh, I can just look at this indicator, or I can just look at this statistic, I read that statistic, this piece of information, and I can just kind of look at that and it just kind of works. And to some degree, yeah, that's absolutely the case. But we all know that not every indicator and not everything is consistent, that, there is no 100% every single time it worked. I mean, there's always the story of, the guy has the perfect, let's say the blood diamond, like let's say it worked 100% of the time. Well, let's say I'm a mega billionaire and I see the blood diamond and I know, oh, well, all these idiots are going to be doing this one thing. I'm going to do the opposite because I have enough money to move the market, which means that stopped working. So it doesn't work every time. So it really comes down to that formulaic, here's your plan. Here's what the likelihood is. I know that if I go back, it's worked 80% of the time, and I just have to survive the 20%. Like that's really all it comes down to, is surviving the 20% of the time, or whatever your percentage is that you don't. And then as time progresses, if that number changes, like, when you first came up with some piece of, some strategy, it might have worked 50% of the time. And then now it works 60% of the time. I mean, we all call it the 80% setup. I have very little doubt in my mind that 80% is highly optimistic. I wouldn't even expect that works 50% of the time now. With kind of what we see, it was great, and it was a great plan, and Dalton did a lot of work to get that up and running. But at some point, enough people see that, start trading because of it, and then the numbers change. It's kind of it's a feedback loop. It can't stay the same because there's new information coming in. People are exploiting it. Stuff that worked in 2016, 2017, 2018 wouldn't work now because the market is just different. So you have to be a little bit, you got to be able to adapt when you do find a thing. And that's why it's work. That's why it's hard. That's why people who do this day in and day out spend a lot of time and do a good job at it, because it's, Luke and luxury. And Pete, to some degree, it sounds like this is a job for you guys. Like, just like when I turn on my laptop in the morning and I do development work, like I have a new platform, I've got to learn new code, I've got to do a thing. Like things change, and how you react to the things that you don't know is going to help determine your success.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think for me as well, a lot of trading is, especially order flow reading, when everyone's asking for order flow analysis, etc. I think everyone thinks it's something that's very cut and dry, or something that's very straightforward. Do this when this happens, and do this when this happens. But for me, it's really, everything's really contextual. You really have to understand the context upon every single trade you're taking. And for me, it's like basically teaching people how to understand context. I think that's the next step in that, in helping people, or trading. Is basically to understand context, and the best way to do it is just to go through examples. And if you go through examples with, of everyone, and then like over time, essentially, experience will catch on, and you'll start to implement that contextualizing of the order flow into your analysis and your trading. And
That's definitely
all the
right.
other factors.
It's reading the market, Luxury, isn't it? It's like, I use sports analogies a lot, and it's like a golf swing. You could read a textbook on a golf swing, but then there's so many variables, like the depth of the grass, the coarseness of the turf, the wind speed, there's all sorts of different stuff to throw in there. So the same thing that works one time won't necessarily work another time. So when people 100%. Say, should I long now if shorts are opening at the low as well? Like yesterday's example, no, because they would be really aggressive. You've got to apply the rules in the right situation.
Yeah, and that's why it's such a difficult thing to do. Just like set content on and set like rules and education on of like, this is how you interpret order flow, because it really is just context dependent all the time. And there's a danger in I think if you're going to try and explain something, or if you're going to try and trade something, you always have to be aware that it doesn't always work out, and you've got to understand the context. You've got to understand what's happened before whatever's happening now is going on, so you just have to be aware of everything all the time in the charts, and if you're not, then it becomes dangerous to try and use something like this, like order flow or something, because you're on such a fine like magnifying glass that you can easily get caught on the wrong side, and it can be a hindrance as well if you don't really understand it. So it's it's definitely very advanced, but it's a very very much context dependent, and a difficult thing to grasp as well if you're still learning the basics.
There's a recent video. Axia has there's one particular person who does videos with them, and it's somebody who just last year became one of their junior traders. And he had a post, and I want to say it was maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and it talked about how all he did in first quarter with regard to the strategy was just going back and looking at the strategy. Like, what if I did like doing the back testing? And it was like this guy who had an idea, like a lot of us might see an idea, hear Luxury talk about something, Luke, hear you talk about something, and immediately like, I'm going to go out there and trade it right away. This is somebody who spent a quarter, like 3 months, just seeing what that strategy was like before he actually used it at all. I mean, I'm sure that he had other things that he's learned since then, but they go back, they back test, they look and see how external factors affect these things. And not to say that you have to do that, because there's a million different ways for us to to slice something. I mean, plenty of people can come up with a positive EV with just moving averages and things like that. It's not to say that you have to do that, but some people do that, and that's the kind of people who we're all trading against at times.
Yeah, for sure. I think that is a big part of it as well, is just understanding the trade that you're taking, and just understanding the rules of what you were put in place for taking that trade. And a lot of the time, it is the case of you maybe need to study something for a few months before you try to trade it and put money on the line with it. I think that's a good.
It's not to say you can't do other stuff in the meantime tgue. Like you come up with as many different. You have the playbook. We have different plays.
That's it. So the playbook stuff that I've been trading those plays for enough time that I've got the data on it, that I know that it works. I know the rules and the conditions that need to be met in order to take those trades and things. And that's almost like why, because we've gone into a different kind of market now, and there's certain things that we're developing, and there's certain things that we're working on and stuff, that this stuff needs to get tested before more information can get put out there as well. And that's the thing for us, is just for any trade you're taking, you've got to be aware of what it is, like
what is working today might not work tomorrow anymore, because things are changing constantly.
For sure.
I mean, on the chat,
what we're all saying here is you have to be an idiot to keep trading. We have everything working against us. Yeah, we keep hitting our head against the wall.
Yeah, they're mentioning on the chat about the algos and that, and yeah, it's true. At some point, everything's gonna start changing, and you will have to adapt to survive against that, or not trade anymore, right? But it's always about that, like surviving, like you were saying before. You know?
Yeah.
Adapt and survive.
Sure.
Talking of scientific as well, Luke, you got. Don't forget, we've got P in the chat as well. We're not just a crypto group. P's an expert in cooking, pizza, computers, and cars. So if anyone's got any questions, make sure to DM P.
Yes.
Yeah, I will start doing one-to-one for pizzas.
Bullish and bigger, right?
Yeah.
The perfect hydration ratio.
Oh god.
Yeah. Do you have one of those really cool little like portable like pizza ovens you can move, or do you actually have like a full-on stone like?
Oh, he's got nothing.
You know, just a poor person's oven.
Illegal in Germany, right, Pete? There's too many rules.
Yeah, I think you can use with the gas. Yeah, yeah. That's my next project. You know, to get one of them.
Nice.
I have so many projects for next year, so I don't know how I'm gonna do it all. Yeah, motorbikes. Yeah, bikes. I think I'm not so sure if I like more cars than bikes. It's complicated.
You like petrol engines, and that's it, basically.
Yeah.
And things that you can modify a lot, and then
remodify. The mower, right? Like.
Yeah, with a bunch of old men here.
It's time for the quiz or something different.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Should we get on with the quiz?
I hope I'm not included in that group.
It's nice actually. Whoops, squeaky, noisy chair here. Yeah, it's been a different vibe tonight. Usually these Friday night ones are a bit DJ and they're a bit wild, and especially considering that we're supposed to be having a birthday party type thing here for the Toros, but. This is what we're about. This is like, yeah, this is real, and this is the thing. Like often on these Fridays, we have a lot of fun. We're talking about the markets, but I think as a general, like realistic, like that's the whole point of why we're here, and what we do is we want to trade sensibly. We want to trade realistically. None of us are really the type to use those gimmicks and all of that kind of thing, which again, it probably hinders us in some ways, because it could be maybe a lot more engaging if we are talking just complete nonsense. But I think it like for ourselves, it's like we want to be professional and realistic, and I think that's a really important thing to be, is that you just have to, like, the market is its work, and that's how you become profitable. You don't become profitable by just talking crazy ideas and talking about stuff that doesn't actually work and things like that. So there's a difference between being an analyst and a trader, and as a trader it's that kind of mindset that you've got to be on top of it all the time, which is what we're trying to go for here. So it's been quite nice. It's kind of gone into that little
yeah, but mate, today's Friday and we're supposed to have a party, and so
where's your beer, Luke? You're not drinking.
Yeah, where is your beer today? I mean, it's Friday and you're drinking water this time.
Yeah, it's almost 1 a.m. here. It's so much later here.
He's risking it with the tap water.
Hey, here's a question for you, Luke. How much is that license to have alcohol?
Oh no, it's
my
free.
wife was actually asking me about that a little bit.
It's free. It's fine if you're a tourist. You just have to.
Okay.
Yeah, like all I had to do was just go down. So there's like an off license thing. They're basically like if you were to go in like America or the UK, you know, like how you have the like X-rated shops and things, and they'll be all like blacked out, and like branding and stuff will be like you can't really see what's inside there. It's a shop like that, so it feels really weird going in there, and you as you go through the door, you have to go through an alleyway, and then you're met with beer and wine and things like that, which is strange.
I guess they already know you.
Huh?
They already know you over there, right?
But you have to just go in there with with your passport or whatever, and they just, yeah, it's fine. As a tourist, it's fine to do that because it's not against the law for someone else to
Just
do
for
it.
the citizens, I guess, is the what you call it? Illegality. I said just for citizens, it's illegal, I guess. Is that the gist of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I kind of like that about them, like I mean, alcohol is far too easy to get hold of in Europe and in America. So I kind of like that it's a bit more difficult here because it hopefully makes people cut down a bit.
They know us too well. There's a special pass for Brits abroad. We just got banned in Spain, I saw. Brits abroad are limited to 4 beers or something, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We have such a bad reputation. Justifiably, though.
I mean, it's a justifiable reputation for sure. We are terrible. But yeah. Anyway, we'll do the quiz because I think we need to kind of wrap this up. What we'll do, I think we'll leave the other thing for like we'll do another stream. I think I might do one on over the weekend, or we might do one on Monday, but it's getting a little bit late for myself, so I hope people don't mind about that. But we will, and we'll promote it a bit more, and I'll show you what it all is and what it means and everything. But I did promise a while back that we'll try out the whole lifetime pass thing. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the lifetime passes, but we're going to auction one off, and we're going to just give. So the way that this will work, again, is we're gonna auction off a lifetime pass. Whoever is holding that pass, so this will be as an NFT that I will just transfer into someone's Ethereum wallet. And then what you can do is you could just sell it on OpenSea or wherever, or transfer it to someone else if you then wanted to transfer that on. So if anyone wanted to gift it or anything like that, that can be transferred. And basically whoever owns the pass has free membership for as long as they own that pass. So as long as you've got that NFT in your wallet and you can verify that you've got that NFT in your wallet, then you are a crew member. So we were going to auction that off, the lifetime membership, the gold pass, and all of the proceeds to that. We're thinking, what were we saying, P? I think we'll give it to like a cats and dogs rescue. We'll do it to an animal rescue charity. I'll find the charity. We'll give a lot more information. Again, we've had a little bit of an issue. I can show you so this is
because I think we all agree we like dogs, cats.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So what have we got? I'll put it on here. But here's the gold NFT, which you should be able to see. You guys will have to watch on the stream, but it's there in the background. So it's a little Toros crypto logo. But I haven't been able to mint it. It hasn't let me mint it. But it's kind of cool.
Nice one. Yeah.
Very nice.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's all a bit laggy on the stream, but
actually it's not, because I'm watching the stream and yeah, it's pretty.
But it looks good. There was another one. There
Okay,
was
yeah.
a smaller one that I did manage to mint. But yeah, that's looks pretty cool. Looks pretty cool. So that will be it, and we'll auction that off, and it will be as an NFT, and it will give you a pass, and then all proceeds to it will go to a cats and dogs rescue thing. So I don't know. Maybe we could do. We'll do that next week if people are happy to do it another time. Then we'll do that. But yeah, we'll do the quiz. We'll bring up a Discord now, and we'll do the quiz on Discord. So if I need to just work some things out on my end again here. Discord, bring it up. Okay, cool. And yeah, we're going to do this in public. So you forgot your advertisement speech. I know, we're just it's fine. Anyway, if there is anyone new here, please do go visit toroscrypto.com. This is where basically this is the whole community. I will just quickly show this while we're setting up. Money Badger, you're going to set that up, aren't you? So I'll quickly show the website whilst we're here. So this is toroscrypto.com. This is the trading community. Obviously we do have a free Discord community there. That's where we're going to just run this quiz in a minute, which is a $200 prize for the winner. And then so this is the free Discord community. Then we do have the Toros crew as well. So this is where we do daily trading rooms. We're constantly just trading like every move. So we've been able to trade this week very profitably. We've kind of known about these moves in advance. There's been some amazing trades this week with the short from the daily at 37,900, the long off of the MPOC at 56. 36,
yeah, we were covering
35, 600, whatever it is.
Yeah,
the ape trades, that again noticed them ahead of time. So they've been really great, and we're doing that every day within the trading rooms. So if you want to learn more about that, then we do have our trading rooms and everything that we're doing here. And again, mainly it's an educational community. So we've got a ton of educational content. We've got thousands of hours worth of educational content, teaching everything from order flow to Fibonacci's to Elliott wave to TPO charts and all sorts of other stuff. So again, there we go. That's the great stuff. Blah, 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 blah.
I will say this also, I think there's a lot of weeks that go by where we're all just kind of, I don't say guessing, but we're all just trying to make it, just trying to figure some stuff out. And every couple of weeks we have a week like this. And it seems like everybody on the entire group is in sync with one another, like between the stuff that Luxury is sharing with his video updates, between the trading rooms and your updates, Luke. I mean, even though you're in Dubai and the schedules have switched and stuff, it seems like everybody is pretty in alignment of, hey, here's what we're looking for. And, I think we've tried to call out saying, listen, like yesterday, like, don't try to counter it. Like if you don't want to be wrecked, like just step away from the computer. And it's just, it sometimes it all comes together. And I felt like this past week was a really good one. So it's a really good way to end the week with the birthday for such kind of, I hope, a successful week for a lot of people who are in the group, because it certainly seemed like it from a lot of the entries I was seeing and when people were taking profit and stuff like that. So
I think so too. And that's something that I did post in the chat as well, is I think rewind back a year. And I mean, like a week after we basically started everything, May last year, there were awful dumps. We dumped like 40% in the space of a week, and people were getting absolutely wrecked then. And there was so much fear, there was so much anger, there were so many people upset within the chat just this time last year that I did not see at all during this week. And I think that goes to show just how far, because it is a community that we're growing here and everyone trades together. And that's the thing, is that we've had really great confluence. Everyone's been looking at the same ideas. Everyone's been looking at the same kind of thing. We've all been trading similar stuff, and we all understand the way that basically I trade and what I'm trying to kind of put out onto kind of YouTube and the content and everything, and Luxury as well. We're all pretty much in sync with those ideas, which means that again, different traders can come in. We had Ori who was looking at the SFP of the local high last night, managed to catch that trade, really profitable because we took out that low. Wasn't something I was initially looking for, but through, I would hope, through being as part of Toros, then able to basically recognize that those setups are there, the fact that they've worked in the past, and the fact that he then wanted to take that trade, and the community aspect then through kind of learning together and trading together is really helps benefit everyone. It's not just coming from like myself or from Luxury or from other coaches, it's the whole community. Everyone's like chipping in, and that's an amazing thing. So I can't remember what the point was that you were making. Oh yeah, you were saying that we've all been really on sync this week, and I definitely feel that, because it's been a week that I think a lot of people have probably felt at their worst as a trader. I think sentiment is like really awful, really awful, and like worse than I think I've ever seen it, like ever. And but the fact that we've traded that profitably, and like not just some people within the group traded it profitably, I mean like the vast majority, everybody in that trading room, I think did a really good job this week. So yeah, I think it's a testament of kind of what we tried to do, and how far as a community and everything that we've been able to come in 1 year. But anyway, we will go to the we'll go over on
Suddenly we got serious again, you know, like
yeah. Where is, I'm scrolling through. Look, I'm here on Discord. Have we got the quiz? Ah, the quiz is here. Okay, cool. So let's go, and I can make this quiz very big. That all looks good to me. I don't have anything that I shouldn't be showing on Discord. Actually, I can remove this. Let's make this a bit. There we go.
it's good.
Cool. Okay, everybody who is taking part in the quiz, what I'm going to do now is, do we just want to quickly, P, do you just want an announcement saying quiz starting now in...
I've got it, Luke. I'll post the...
Yeah, I mean, Moneywash is the
Money
boss
Wash.
of
Yeah, so I've got
the quiz man.
I'll post the thing to start, but there's a lag, right? So we're talking now and it's not on YouTube yet. So if you wave your hand now, I'm watching you on YouTube, just lift your hand up or something. And then when I see that on YouTube, I'll hit start. Or you say start and put your hand up. And then when I see that on YouTube, I'll hit go.
Okay.
And do that.
But wait. Oh, you probably would have already pressed go by now.
No.
Okay, what I was going to say, just because I'm not sure how many people may have just stopped watching on YouTube by now and might want to join in on the quiz. So put an announcement.
Have like
we're going to do the quiz.
60 guys watching.
Pete, you can tag people, right?
Okay, I think we've got enough people. All right, if everyone makes their way over onto Discord, make your way over onto Discord, and we will start. There we go. Now we're getting some reactions. Okay, everyone's here now. Cool. So, yeah, I will do the... What should I do? I'll raise my hand again. Shall I?
Yeah, as soon as you do it, I'll hit go.
Go! I've raised both hands.
Right, there you go. So you just raise your
All
hand.
right.
Yep.
The quiz will start in 5 seconds. 1-year-old birthday quiz by Money Badger. Question 1. What was the open price of Bitcoin on the day that Toros launched? What are people going to pick? I will not be taking part.
Was better than 2 days for sure.
We've got a lot of people straight in going for 47. It wasn't. It was 57,530. Much
you
higher.
wish today, that price.
Yeah. If only we could get back there. Who's in the lead? P.
Yeah, let's go.
Come on, P. Question 2. Did the last Bitcoin halving take place before or after Toros launched? Most people are saying before. It was actually after. It was on the 11th of May.
Right.
Interestingly enough. Actually, I might have got that wrong because it might have been the 11th of May 2020. I have got that wrong. or you've got that wrong. I'm sure it was 2020. I've failed on that one.
Well, the last question's a bonus one. They can make it up on the bonus question.
Yeah, we can make it up on a bonus. Sorry, yeah, that should have been before. Oh, crazy.
That's why now I'm
what was the
I'm
first
not
payment
on
strategy
the topic anymore. No.
uploaded for crew members? It was the Trident Quasimodo.
Indeed.
How many messages in total has P sent on the server?
A few.
Yeah.
That was a time of going to print. He might have sent some in the last half hour.
Trick question, none of the above.
He sent 11,900.
Wow.
So
Killing
question,
it.
how many about pizza?
Yeah.
1,000, a few.
Gez is in the lead. Which member of crew non-staff has sent the most messages in the server over the past year? Is it Alessio? Is it Anna? Is it Ollie F? Or is it Callis? Everyone's gone for Ollie. Everyone knows it's Ollie.
Everyone knows Ollie. Yes.
I don't know how he does it off his phone as well.
Yeah.
Great
He's
effort.
working all the time. Ollie should have gone up the ranks here. Ollie should have been straight in. Oh no, he's not even in the top 10 anymore. Gez is still in the lead. How much percentage Bitcoin's down since Toros launched? Sorry everyone, we've now got another community that like to short Bitcoin, so it's wrecked. Ooh. It is 37%. Not many people got that one either. It's quite a hard quiz, this. Gez is still in the lead. What is French Bull's trading speciality? Is it Elliott Wave, Harmonics, Order Flow, or TPO?
I feel like this is the gimme, so like nobody gets a zero.
Yeah.
Unknown.
It is, of course, Elliott Wave. He is the Elliott Wave master. Oh, Gez is still in the lead. We've got a few people coming up close behind. What is Luxury's trading speciality? Is it Elliott Wave? Is it Order Flow? Is it TPO? Or is it Wyckoff? Interesting.
Next will be me, so could be pizza, the answer.
Yeah, everyone seems to have got that one quite well.
Also, we didn't say at the start.
Order Flow.
It takes your first answer as well, by the way, for anybody changing answers.
Yeah. What is Randall Prince's favorite indicator? Is it the RSI MACD? Is it EMAs? Is it VWAP? Is it Bollinger Bands? Or is it the Ichimoku cloud? 5. Ollie messed up. One wrong move messed it up. Bonus question. Who has the best GIF meme game in crew chat? Delirium, Festify, Jenny, Runner, GC, The Nero, Claude, or D-Trader? I don't know. Who would I go for that? I assume this is one that P and Money Badger came up with. Who have they gone for? Oh, so they had gone for the Nero. I don't know what the...
Yeah, it's Nero. He's been on form in the YouTube chat as well. Legend.
Nice. Yes, yeah, it has. For sure. There he is in the chat straight away. So we have a winner. Oh, I can't see the winner right now. I'm going to scroll up. We're gonna go down. Are we gonna get a top 10? I'm gonna scroll up.
Almost there.
I'm gonna scroll up and I'm gonna go to the top
Runner
10.
up.
We got the Nerio in top 10. We got Howie. We got, I would not be able to pronounce that name. I'm very sorry. Malinka, Randall, Alingi, Runner, Zin, P, and Gez is the winner. Congratulations.
Sorry, P. Gez, get your job. Because he
runner up this time.
P, I can't believe you were taking that seriously when you know that, mate. You're trying to rig the whole game. But I think that's a clear winner. I think that's a winner by 1,000 points. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to check up here on that one question that went horribly wrong. And it's fine because the leaderboard on was nowhere near. There's nowhere near 1,000 points in that. So that question had absolutely no effect on the final result of the quiz. We know that for a fact. So therefore, Gez is the winner, the clear winner. So Gez, if you can send your USDT wallet address over to myself or to P, then we will transfer $200 over to you.
I was pushing for those 200. Come on.
P, you get enough.
So funny.
And then, of course,
actually, I didn't know most of the questions, to be honest, because I didn't read the answers.
You just copied everyone else.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. So, and then we do have P. You're not winning. I mean, you don't need to. But Zin and Runner are second and third, basically. So they will get a complimentary ExoCharts membership.
Yes, sir.
Well. So congratulations to the winners. Is Gez Gert fucked?
I'm getting a DM from him, so yes.
It is awesome.
Sure.
Awesome. Nice. Good to see someone who's always around in the chat and on YouTube getting that. So
yeah, and I think he's doing pretty well.
So now the condition of that is you've got to bid 200 200 USD for the auction that we're going to do. That should be a condition. Give it all back. Give it to charity.
That's all. You got to shout out the females in the group as well, Luke. The female friend, Malinka there in the top female.
I went through the whole top 10.
Moonlight Paulina, she's number 7. Got to shout out the Nerio. He was the answer to one of the questions and only came 10th. That's terrible.
Yeah.
And Callis
came right down to the bottom. A couple of people barely even took part. But that's good. It's I think that was it was quite a difficult quiz, but yeah. It shows the people who know the community the best. So anyway, this stream has gone on quite long enough. I'm exhausted. It's like 1 a.m. I need to go to sleep. I was up until 5 a.m. yesterday. Why am I doing this on my birthday? So yeah, it's about time I actually get some sleep. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining. And thank you to P and to Money Badger and to Randall. And of course,
that sure was quite fun.
Wonderful Coach Luxury, who has joined in. I don't think you're still here. I think Luxury has gone back out at this stage.
Yeah, remember he's young and it's Friday night. So.
Yeah, yes. Good man. He's spending his profits in Covent Garden, he said, right?
What we all should be doing on a Friday night, especially myself, instead of being here. But we're here for you guys, and I hope that was enjoyable. I know it was a very different kind of vibe.
I mean, if you get tap water, maybe you're gonna be in a party soon.
I actually found out that tap water is fine to drink, so I'm okay with that.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Although I do still have bottled water because, yeah, a bit nicer.
Good job, mate.
All right, thank you.
Sleep well.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Cheers, bye.
I'm just gonna end the Zoom. And let me just have a quick look through the chat and say goodbye to everybody. Cool. Well, yes, everyone have a great weekend. Thank you very much for watching. It's just, I mean, there's literally been nothing that we could have actually spoken about in terms of price action today, but I think we did cover it. Basically, I think at this stage, for anyone who is looking into any positions, this is a very, very important level that we've got to hold right now. So again, like we kind of went over yesterday, that came up into resistance. You've had a big drop off in leverage. We have had the nice thing about this as well is it's wiped open interest. We've had a kind of a lot of the leverage been flushed from this, and I do believe that we could potentially see quite a decent bounce from it over the weekend. However, with everything that's been going on, and we're so close to basically the last little bit of support, you do have to be aware that this is not a moment to be risk on in the market. So yeah, hold those short positions, but I do think that a good bounce could happen over the weekend. Non-financial advice. I don't even know what I'm talking about at this stage anymore. I'm just going to shut up and I'm going to go to bed because I am so tired. But thank you very much. Have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.